quick update, my dad came out to see me, keeping him busy. Not been to sleep in over, don't know, I didn't go to sleep last night. Woke up yesterday morning and we decided to go to Adam's Peak, which is right in the middle of Sri Lanka, and it's the highest mountain in Sri Lanka, so it's the tallest point in Sri Lanka. At the very top of it, it's got Buddha's footprint, and it's also got a temple there, so it's like a spiritual pilgrimage for Buddhists. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Anyway, we started off with the train yesterday. So we're on our way to Adam's Peak, first leg of the journey. We've got 5 minutes until the train comes. Tell them where we're going, Dad.
Oh, we're going to Adam's Peak.
I gave up wearing shoes, not worn shoes for over a week now, so I'm currently over 100 miles away from the closest pair of shoes I own. Got off the train in Colombo, which is the capital city, had a little look around there. Dad made best friends with the local street dogs.
Yeah. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, good boy. Yeah. High five. Yeah.
I want to point out as well, this is the state bus. This is what the buses should be like back in England. Left the guest house at 8 AM. We made it to the foot of the mountain at 8 PM. So we spent 12 hours, trains, buses, getting around the capital cities. The bus was so fast, it was like the G-force was flowing us everywhere. Dad looked like he was going to die. And Miller was literally sick. And Miller was literally throwing up on the bus. And then, when we got to this cafe at the foot of the mountain, we had a little bit of local food, drunk a ginger tea and decided, fuck it, we're going to just go up the mountain now. Forget sleep, we were just going to do it through the night. Made the decision, we're going to go up the mountain now. Yeah. You ready now? Yeah. We go up the mountain, what's the time?
Now
10:08.
I'm going to put my
10 past 10?
Yeah.
8 minutes past 10.
Yeah.
Just having a ginger tea and a glass of hot water. We're going to get going. And this next one is the start of a 15.5-hour journey to the top of the mountain and back down through the night, seeing the sunrise. And I think it was, how many steps, Amila? 7,500 steps up and 7,500 steps down. 5:30, 800 meters from the top, and it's daybreak. To clarify, that was not 800 meters from the top. At this point where I'm at on the mountain, it's like tradition to tie a white string and lead that up the mountain. At this point, the vibes on the mountain had changed. Everybody up there was absolutely exhausted and just pushing themselves with every last bit of energy they had. I lost a Miller. I thought he'd given up and gone to sleep somewhere. It turned out that he was actually just, you know, some 200 metres behind us, which is a shame because we didn't actually reach the summit together. My dad did so well. He was pushing himself. And I think it's also to do with the fact that the air was dead thin up there. Even I was breathing, but I wasn't receiving the same amount of air from my breath, so I couldn't catch my breath.
I was saying, how's your legs? I asked quite a few people. There was, I could see they were struggling. And as I was saying, how's your legs? They were saying they're fine, but you could see that they actually were lying. Sweden, the pain, the discomfort.
As the sun came up, we could finally see the progress we'd made through the night, and the views were amazing. Every now and then, I'd turn round and take a Snapchat of the view expanding as I made my way up the mountain. It got really steep towards the top of the mountain, and even though the sun was out now, it was freezing cold at that altitude. Then, finally, we made it to the top.
No photo.
No, it's not photo. It's not photo.
You go forget.
Andiamo alla cappella.
Reach the top of the mountain, you're supposed to ring the bell one time for every time that you've reached the summit. So I went up and I hit the bell once and walked away. My dad being Italian, he had to exaggerate. On the way back down the mountain, I came across the sweetest little old lady. She was 76 years old and she was doing it for the 29th time.
Come stai, Alex?
Bene, bene.
Fantastico.
Ah, trovato un po' di carica?
Sì.
Buono.
Video, yeah. Television. Magitata, eh? Ciao. Ma come contenta, cazzo?
A piano?
Oh, bello. Sapessi. Anche.
Back in the present time now, I'm going to keep the snaps rolling. So I stayed in this cozy little room here yesterday. Don't know if you can see it. But we're in the mountains still. Today we're heading back our way out of the mountains, and it's actually voted the most beautiful train ride in the world. So that's coming up. Trainer Miller, quick, train.
Let's give the hand, please.
Oh.
Amico, sei italiano?
No.
Spagnolo? Amico, come?
Dai.
Sto bene.
Me dicho, es italiano, ese.
I went vegetarian, but my dad here's got a nice mackerel, and I have this rule that if it's gonna go in the bin, I'm allowed to eat it. You know what's coming next, Dad? Guido.
Da quello no, Alex.